So I'm sitting out in the car and I got here about 20 past 10 because I thought shops opened at 10 o'clock on Sunday, but this one's closed. It's Asda. And when I looked online, it opened at 11. Like, when did that start happening? But anyway, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to sit here, and I thought I'm going to use the time to speak about something that has been coming up for me quite a lot. And it's been coming up from the assessments that I do with my clients, like pre-working with them. And when I'm looking at, what are the struggles, what's happening for them, what are their challenges, the thing that they are listing as one of their biggest challenges before they list things like finances and lack of time is actually lack of support. And I wanted to just speak about that right now, because that lack of support can be quite isolating, and isolation is another one that's come up, but that's for a different video. But that lack of support looks like different things, because it can be a direct, I am not in support, I don't think you should do this, you're on your own if you do that. That's what some of the lack of support is. But I think for many people, the lack of support that really gets them is the one where you may have people that have been close to you before, and now that you've moved or moving into a different life path, a different career path, you're setting up a business, you're doing something different, they are just not there for you anymore. They're not supportive. They, may not be, some people complain about sharing things on social media, or my friends and family don't share and that kind of thing. And I can attest to that. For example, before I went full blown into coaching, one of the things that I was doing was designing and creating costumes for Notting Hill Carnival. And I would have people who were close to me, even outside of the carnival scene, sharing my stuff and being around and asking, do you need help and what can I do and all that kind of stuff. Now that I've come away from that, some of those people who I've had a relationship with, or have relationship, whether they're friends or families outside of the carnival scene, I don't hear from them. There's no offers to help or anything like that. And so I can understand where that kind of hurts some people, because they feel like they just don't have that support. But one of the things that we have to remember is that your friends and your family don't have to come on your journey with you, because your journey is yours. There's also no obligation for them to really support your business, because your friends and family won't grow your business. When you when you've had thoughts of creating your business, your product, your service, whatever it is that you wanted to go into, you didn't sit there and think, I'm doing this because Auntie Mary is really going to benefit from this. You did not create your business for Auntie Mary. The shop's open. Okay, so it opens at 10:30. Online it said 11. So, okay, good. When I'm finished, I can go straight in. When you created your business, you didn't create it for them. So to expect them to be as excited about it as you are is sometimes a little bit of a long shot. We place unnecessary expectations on people to support us in everything when they may not even understand all of what we're doing and why we're doing it. And this is where you have to start looking for not just your clients, but also your tribe. You have to look at, and I speak about, your first tier of influence and your second tier of influence. And there are some people who are in our first tier of influence because these are the people that we've been around for so long, and they've been part of our life for so long. They've been part of the journey. But sometimes when your life takes a different journey, those people, it's not to say that they're not going to be part of it, but they're not going to play such an integral part of putting it together, because it's not for them. They don't understand what you're doing. They were part of the different part of your journey, because our lives take up so many different facets. So just because they are not 100% on board with this part of your life doesn't mean that you are being rejected in any way. It's just not for them. So this is where you need to start looking for who's your tribe. Find people that you can network with, and so that you can bounce those ideas off. When you want to ask a question about something and you know that your friends and family are going to come back with, I don't know, or I don't care, or why are you doing this anyway? This is where it's so important to find your tribe. And it's also really important to understand who is in your first tier of influence and who is in your second tier of influence. And in your first tier of influence, those are the people usually who are not here for the part of the journey that we're about to go on, because it's just not for them and they don't understand it. And some of those people, with love, have to be demoted to the second tier of influence, not the people that are in our ear all the time, but they need to be moved to the second tier, where you speak to them about the other things in your life that they're connected to, and not the new phases that you're going into. And then for the people who are in your second tier of influence, these are the people that you're not really connected with. These are the people that you might listen to on social media. These are the people that you might have heard about and somebody said, you really need to speak to Sharon about this. Go and find those people. Send the email, send a DM. Those are the people that you need to promote to your first tier of influence, so that you can start building your tribe of people who are supporting you. We need to kind of shake off this thing of, oh, I haven't got the support and I haven't got the support. Yeah, it does hurt, because like I said, it can feel a bit isolating, and you really want to take those people on the journey with you. They can still come on the journey with you. You just have to know which seat you're sitting in. Some of us might be going on our journey and we're driving, you know, a 5-seater car. There's some people who will sit in the front seat. There's some people who will sit in the back seat. Some of us might be going on a journey and we're driving a minibus, and there's some people that we're going to put all the way in the back because we don't want them anywhere near the front seat and anywhere near choosing the music or telling us which way to go. It's about putting people in those spaces where they fit and where you need them, and bringing on board the people that you know are going to support you. Sometimes, sadly, you're going to have to stop the minibus and let some people off because they're not meant to be with you on the journey. But don't get too disheartened when there are people that you feel should be on the journey and aren't, because it just might not be for them. Have a great day. The shop is open. I'm going in. So I went into the shop, and actually they do open at 11, but you're browsing from 10:30 to 11, and the queues are nearly out the door. So no, I'm going to another shop. See you later.